Hey guys, this is David Wallimann for JamPlay, talking about Canon and D, this classical piece. And today as you heard, we're not going to play it the conventional way. There's a few twists in there that I'd like to talk to you about that should enable you to express yourself in a very unique way, hopefully. But first we need to talk about the theme, which is something you really need to have under your fingers before you can start creating new ways to play around this track. Let's talk a little bit about the way that I decided to arrange this tune. As you know, Canon in D is in the key of D major. And I decided to change a few things in there and incorporate a different key in here. Most of it is written in the key of D major, but there's a little twist. We're going to use the key of D minor on one chord only, and that's maybe what you heard at some point, you know, when I was playing the opening. Here's a little twist here. The original tune is this scale right there, which is in the key of D major. I twisted it a little bit instead of. That's where the key change is happening. Most of it is in D major, and that little twist there is in the key of D minor. So let's talk a little bit about the chords that are underneath this classic theme. We're starting with the D major 7, classic D major 7, which is made of a root, a major third, a fifth, and a major seventh. And make sure to check the tab for the fingering of that chord position. That's the opening, D major 7. And then the second chord, that's when we're going to change a little bit and use a chord that is extracted from the key of D minor. We're going to use a G minor chord with a D on bass. Opens things up a little bit. And you can really hear that there is a change of keys there. You can hear that something is happening there, because that G minor is borrowed from the key of D minor. We're going to talk more specifically about these two different keys, but I just wanted to point that out, that second chord there. And then the following chords from the theme are all extracted from the common key of D major. So let's go through these chords, and then we'll go more into detail about how to play them and why they work so well. We're starting with a D major 7, followed by G minor with a D on bass, a B minor, G major, E minor, F sharp minor, G, and A major. All these chords are extracted from the key of D major, except for that second chord, the G minor with a D on bass. You can really hear that once again. And something is happening there. In the following section, we're going to look at these two different keys and see why we can borrow from one key into the other, making what is called a modulation, a change of keys. So we're going to check that out in the following scene.